Ladies and gentlemen, we want to win today. We want to win tomorrow. We want to win yesterday. We want to win day after tomorrow. We want to win day before yesterday. We want to win the Premier League. We want to win the Carabao Cup. We want to win the FA Cup. We want to win every friendlies. Two, it's time for process and patience. Let's let's talk about all of this. Let's go. All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. In the last 24 hours, the paradigm, the shift of the narrative, we can see it right in front of our eyes. Everything that was told to us, everything that was sold to us, it's slowly starting to take a different turn. Now, this is what I want to talk to you guys about, and I want to give you guys a food for thought, but at the same time, I want to open up the discussion in the comment section exactly how you feel. And it's made me critically think about a lot of things. When things are euphoric, when you're in a euphoria, when you're in a state of happiness or excitement, the general consensus is that you don't really question the status quo. No one questions anything when they're happy, when they're excited, when they're so joyful, right? You start critically looking things in life and you start questioning a lot of things in life when things start going left, when things start going wrong. Much like now at Chelsea Football Club in the first 4 games, 4 points, we are now starting to critically look at a few things. Everything that we believed in, everything that we were happy about and excited about, we are critically assessing those things. And that's what happens in life. That's not just in football, that's what happens in life. You know, when you're happy about a certain thing in life, you don't tend to question it too much. Maybe you should, so that you better prepare yourself, but the general mindset of a human being is that you don't question too much. Everything we believed, well, I believed, I think a lot of you guys believed that, or the transfer window that just went by, the summer transfer window, you'd have to say that majority of the people will say, do you know what? No, Chelsea did well. Chelsea did good. I believe that as well. You know, we got rid of so many players that, one, didn't want to be at Chelsea Football Club, and two, probably weren't good enough. But also mixing with all of that is a third particular category, which is we sold to make pure profit, in the likes of Lewis Hall and few other players as well, because those players probably wanted to stay at Chelsea and probably was good enough to play for Chelsea, but we sold them nonetheless to make money. But overall, you can say, do you know what? Great job from the board. Great job to bring in Caicedo, British record. Romeo Lavia, another sensation. Do you know what I mean? Young, talented footballer. Nicholas Jackson, we didn't know too much about, but pre-season we saw how good he is. Malo Gusto came in. Yeah, we bought him last window before the summer, but he came in this window. And Nkunku came in this window. And we thought, do you know what? We've done great business. We've done great business. And many other players that we've brought in as well. But there were a lot of people within the fan base, and you're probably one of them that's probably listening to this video right now, who might have said, do you know what, Miz? I don't think we've done the right thing in the window. Do you know what, Miz? We've bought a lot of kids. Do you know what, Miz? Having so many kids and the lack of maturity, the lack of experience, you're gonna come across some hard times, and that is not matching up with what your manager has said to you from the get-go. So in one hand, we've got Pochettino, who sold us a dream and has been saying that this is how Chelsea operates. This is what needs to happen. We need to win every single game. We need to win everything. We need to challenge for the title, this, that, the other. Even though myself from the get-go From the time when the season started, before the season even started, I said, look, I predict ourselves to finish 6th off the back of that abysmal season, 12th last season. If we can come 6th, I think that's progress and we go on. But the way Pochettino built us up and the kind of players we brought in and the money, let's not forget £1 billion spent. Yeah, expectations go higher. And we've all said after the window was closed that we should be pushing for third. Now, after Man City and Arsenal, we really should be looking at third because everyone else is fair game. But now that we've got 4 points out of 4 games, it started to make me think a little bit deeper because things are not rosy anymore. Euphoria has dried away. It's disintegrated, right? Euphoria has disintegrated. And I'm starting to listen to some of the things that some of you guys are saying. Was it wise to buy so many young players? Even Cole Palmer right at the end, as talented as he is, could we not find an experienced campaigner? And every other youngsters that we've brought in the likes of Angelo, Gabriel, in the likes of David Washington, in the likes of Andre Santos, Ugochukwu, and some of them we're not even developing ourselves. We've farmed them away. And a lot of people have been saying this. I think the owners are utilizing the club to predominantly make business out of it. And look, we're not going to shy away from the fact that football is a business. Football is a business. And these owners did not just come in because they loved the football club. Of course, they had an interest in the football club. I think someone like Todd Bowley had eyed out Chelsea for a long time. Chelsea being a London club, very prestigious club in the Premier League, and also the location, everything about it, just beautiful, right? Beautiful. So obviously there was an interest. But let's not deter away from the fact that a lot of it has been bought, has been done, the transaction's been completed because it is a business opportunity. A lot of us probably look at it that 4-point-something billion, something around that was spent to buy Chelsea Football Club. Wow, that's a lot of money, right? But maybe these owners are thinking this particular football club is probably one day worth 8 billion, maybe 10 billion. And there will be a suitor out there that will buy Chelsea Football Club for such amount of money. You look at what Saudi Arabia is doing, ladies and gentlemen. Saudis are willy-nilly throwing money. They've got abundance of it. Same with Qataris as well. So from that perspective, we need to now seriously think, what is the objective of the owners? I'm all throughout this transfer window, I've been saying, do you know what? The owners, the board, I can't really put a foot down. Like, I can't see them with any faults, to be honest. And as I said, when you're in a euphoric situation, when you're in a euphoric state of mind, you don't tend to question too much. But when things are a little bit clumsy, a little bit sloppy, that's when you start going, wait a minute, why is it like this? Why is what is happening right now? Why aren't we able to grind out results? Why are we buckling at times? And it all comes down to how we've structured the team. There's a lot of young players. They're just not used to this level as yet. So I guess the question is, are the owners, the board, yes, they're setting us up for the future, but at the same time, are we looking to perhaps turn some of these young players into profitable business? Not really in the lookout to potentially win stuff immediately. Because if we wanted to win stuff immediately, I think we'd know what type of players we'd be going for right now. I'll give you a classic example. Moreira, the young player, what's his name? Let me have a look at this. I think it's Diego Moreira. His name is Diego Moreira, the Portuguese youngster that we got. We got him for free. And already we've picked up 2.5 million euros in loan fee with Lyon. And that's just one example, a small example. And is this, I guess, the mindset, the remit of bringing in all of these young players to potentially flip them for a bit of profit? Is this why our owners and the board, the money that they're spending, and we've spent exorbitant amount of money, but they're not worried because they genuinely think, even if we don't end up winning stuff, substantial stuff. Okay, we can make into Champions League and so on and so forth. We can come back to Europe, but we don't win anything. They genuinely think these talented youngsters that we've bought for, somewhat reasonable amount of money. Diego Moreira free. There are certain other players like your Angelos and your David Washington we bought for about 15, 17 million euros, something like that. They genuinely think that we could potentially land the next, big thing, like a Vitor Roque, for example, who's gone to Barcelona, and so on and so forth. So this is something that I want to leave you guys with, to let me know. Where do you think is the focus, the objective of Chelsea Football Club? Is it matching up with what Pochettino is saying, that he wants to win now? But it kind of looks like the squad maybe is not ready to win now. I still think the squad is good enough to at least make Champions League spot, but I don't think it's good enough to win any substantial trophies. But let me know. Let's go through some of the news now, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, everything that Pochettino has recently said in regards to win now, win today, win tomorrow, win yesterday, win everything, it's slowly starting to change. The narrative is slowly starting to change, and we are slowly being brought down to reality. And this is what Mauricio Pochettino had to say in the last, or post the abysmal loss against Nottingham Forest. The process is the process. I cannot accelerate some processes, but what will is, I think, being disappointed with the game today and against West Ham, where we deserved more. It is about having time to work and improve the players. So, we're already talking about the process, patience, the P words getting thrown around. And do you know what? I'd rather have a manager that is upfront and honest about things as opposed to deceiving me. And so far, a lot of you guys will say everything we saw in preseason, everything that Pochettino was talking about, we somewhat feel a bit betrayed. And I know there's been injuries, but this is why you've been hired, to come up with solutions. And if your solution is Ben Chilwell at left wing, that's not a solution. Or if your solution is playing with 5 defenders, that's not a solution. So, yeah, I'd rather you be upfront and honest about it. And that way we can set the right expectations, as opposed to giving us some false, narrative that just simply doesn't fly. So now we're in this process and patience conundrum at the moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, let me know how you feel about all of that. As I said, food for thought as to where are we heading? Now, some other news that's been floating around. Romeo Lavia and Benoit Badiashile continued their individual training out on the grass at Cobham today. The good news is that Lavia and Badiashile's return to action is getting closer, along with Armando Broja. So, look, I can't wait. Once the international break's over, hopefully these brothers are going to be ready to contribute to the team. Romeo Lavia definitely needs to. He needs to come into the frame ASAP in that midfield, help out Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, someone who can potentially move forward and maybe score goals. We need help in scoring goals. Hopefully Romeo Lavia can do that, and also, assist Nicholas Jackson as well, because Nicholas Jackson needs some help too. Chelsea are expected to have Benoit Badiashile available for the first game back after the international break against Bournemouth. Look, I'm very excited for this guy to come back, and he did well. But let's not sit here and say that Benoit Badiashile is, some world-class level defender. I've seen him make mistakes at Chelsea as well. He's been good. I'm not going to lie. He's been good. But he ain't no missing link at the moment. Let's put it that way. And I don't think he's going to come back straight away. He's been away from action for so long. He ain't coming back and starting against Bournemouth. It's going to take a bit of time. It's going to come off the bench, build up the minutes, and hopefully eventually enough before the next international break comes in, that he starts. But yeah, I'm keen to see some healthy competition is needed for Axel Disasi, Thiago Silva, and Levi Colwell. And I'm keen to see what combination we're going to use in the centre-back position. But ladies and gentlemen, today's food for thought, as I said, let me know in the comment section, where is the direction of Chelsea Football Club going? Are the owners really there to win? Or are they looking to bolster up the financial position of Chelsea and the balance sheet to one day potentially sell? to a big suitor? Let me know in the comment section. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time. See ya.